Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, today we're going to discuss 1. The graph of karma, 2. The pyramid of life, and 3. The 7 chakras. So, let's get started. So, as you can see here, the graph starts from 0. 0, that is the Bindu, the divine source from where we originated. We human beings, at the source level, our souls. We took this birth in order to complete our karma, as the Shastras say. So, according to Patanjali Yoga Sutras, there are 4 types of karma. One is called black karma. Second type is white karma. Third type is black and white karma, that is mixed karma. And the fourth one is neither black nor white karma. So let's dive into these karmas because these karmas show us the trajectory of our life, precisely lives. So, as you can see, when a soul is injected or it takes upon a body to do karma, it starts from 0. 0 karma can be called as neither black nor white. Usually, black karma means, obviously, as the name suggests, evil deeds. Deeds which come out of evil intentions, malefic intentions. Whereas white karma, as the name says it all, white means good, pious, spiritual acts, acts we do for the divine. So, at the beginning, each of us does neither black nor white karma. It all starts from 0. After that, usually a person does white karma because the person is innocent. And even this trajectory also shows the yugas. We have the Satyug at first. It is said that Satyuga represented good people doing good deeds. So it was filled with white karma. People helped each other. People led religious as well as spiritual lives. They meditated, contemplated on the divine, shared resources, did not steal from each other. There was no scope for any malefic deeds at all. So, what happened? People led very simple lives. They were happy. They didn't have any insurance or something like nowadays, but still they were happy. They had little resources, but it was enough for them. They led contented lives. So after that, you can ask that what happened as to this white karma did not last long. Satyug did not last long. After that, the yuga changed. Because as some men progressed, their desires started increasing. So when desires start increasing, intentions start deviating from the source. So people needed more. So what happened? Some people from this white karma deviated and started doing some black karma also. Maybe good deeds did not bring lot of wealth for them. So they started indulging in some evil activities. Maybe someone started lying, someone started to do fraud, they started robbing people. So it became a mixed set of karma. That shows the Yuga Parivartan also. After Satyug came the Treta Yuga, where Ramji was born. So it was mixed. There was black as well as white karma. So as time continued, the amount of white karma decreased and black karma increased. As you can see, the graph shows it all. Black and white karma mixture of karma went on and on until there came a point that is now which we call Kali Yuga. Then there was the Dwapar Yuga also, where black karma had increased manifold and white karma became very less. And now we have the Kali Yuga, which is, you can say, more of black karma, more of evil deeds, people defrauding each other, people lying to each other, institutions being corrupted, wars everywhere, jealousy, hatred everywhere, people thinking about themselves and not thinking about others. Selfless service is lacking nowadays. There are some people who obviously are on the path, but this is Kali Yuga, which is filled with black karma. So, black karma is at its peak. So, whenever black karma as it is at its peak, that is we are doing when a person, actually this graph also represents an individual person's karma. Yes, you can imagine as if this is your own personal graph. First you had no karma, then you took birth, did white karma at some point in some life. Obviously this is not only one life's karma, we are here continuing our past life's karma. Then it became mixed, black and white. And what happened? The people who had more desires, they did not stop. They wanted more, more, and more. And that accumulated a lot of evil deeds, a lot of black karma, a lot of karmic debt for them. And then there comes a peak. We all know that universe, it lets us do everything, but it waits for the perfect time, because obviously there is a limit to everything. Then what happens? So you may find some people struggling with a lot of bad karma. Maybe the past lives were spent only in exploiting others, not thinking about others. They were just filling up their stomachs. So, what happens? When you take a lot from the universe, you also have to pay a lot to the universe. So, how do you pay? That is called karmic debt. Yes, that is called karmic debt. That is a debt. You had taken something as credit. So now we again take birth. Birth means what? We all have some karmic debt. Death. Otherwise we wouldn't have been born. So after a person reaches peak of its black karma, and obviously the results are also there in the Patanjali Yoga Sutras, that black karma always invites pain and misery, always, and white karma brings pleasure. So whatever good deeds we have done in our past lives, they give us the pleasures in this life. And if our black karma list is long, then our life is miserable. We feel that okay, each and every point, each and every area of our life is disturbed. We don't get any clue how to get out of it. We try a lot of things, but still we don't get any solution for anything. So why? Why some people suffer? It's because of black karma accumulation. It's because there's so much of karmic debt to be paid that I don't know, even one life can cannot be enough. But still there's hope. I'm not saying there's no hope. So after you reach that peak, karmic reactions start coming in your life. So the thing is that the karma law of karma says that whatever karma we do, we get the fruits either in this life itself or it can pass on to the next lives. It depends when the fruit matures, only then you get it. So, suppose that it also depends on the amount, and we all know it is said that whatever debt we incur, the debt is always, it always comes with interest. As we all know, in case of banks also, there's an interest rate. So the longer it takes, the more interest rate gets added to it. So suppose someone got, okay, like his misery started in this life itself and he died. Then, but still the debt is not yet paid. So obviously it will pass on to his next life. So he'll get obviously whatever good he did for the good also he'll get the pleasures. But if the black thing is more, then he will suffer. His life will become like a living hell. So what can he do now? We all know. Now you can ask that, okay, why is the universe so cruel in this respect? Like why this thing happens? Obviously, the universe is not cruel. We did everything to ourselves. We all know that this law of karma, it's a very mechanical law. It's an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. So the thing is, you do good, you get good. You do bad, you get bad. So it's not even good or bad, it's just action and reaction. Yes, the karmic reactions come back. It's that simple. So the thing is, since we have accumulated so much of black karma, and when the misery comes, it's our human nature, human tendency to think, to think deeply only in times of misery. Only when nothing's going right, everything's a mess, only it's that time when we become thinkers. We become philosophers. We start questioning life like, okay, why only my life is like this? Since we are ignorant souls, we don't know that what's actually happening, why other people are getting to enjoy their lives while I'm here dealing with toxic relationships, then loss of job, not having such a good life, not having good mental health, and numerous other problems. Because our present scenario is our past lives action. Whatever we did, we are getting it back. That's how the universe keeps the balance. Yes, it balances each and every action, otherwise, everything will be a chaos. So, the graph shows as soon as you realize, you start reading about the law of karma, you start reading philosophy, you start reading spiritual scriptures, then the thing is, actually, what's the source of this karma? It is the ego. Then you realize that, okay, there's some higher power. I thought that I can control everything, but no, I can't. Everything is out of my hands. I thought I can control everyone, I can control all the events, I have all the power. But no, you don't have it. We're all subjected to the rules of the universe. Whenever you start breaking the rules of the universe, then then it hits you back. It comes back to you. So then you start changing yourself. You work on yourself. Then what happens? This peak reached by the black karma, it starts coming down. Yes, it starts coming down again. And then again, it becomes mixed karma. Because now your black karma list is decreasing and the white karma is increasing. You start doing good deeds. And mind you, the intention matters a lot. Yes, the intention matters. With what intention are you trying to do this? Is it just to escape the black karma part? And then again you'll be back with the same color? Or is it that you're really expiating? It's real penance. It has to be real. Only then universe will support you. It gives us opportunities to become good, to do good for others. And the best and the only way to clean karma is selfless service. It all started with our own desires. Yes, that's how it started. So, if our thinking about ourselves invited this pool of black karma, now when we think about others, when we help others, not thinking about ourselves, we do selfless service, only then it can be mitigated. Yes, obviously. So that's a part of white karma. So this black and white karma, it gets mixed. Then there's some amount of black, some amount of white. and then again it gets balanced. The black karma starts reducing and the white increases. And then there comes a point when it's only white karma. You have transformed yourself, you do only good deeds, you are spiritual, you meditate on God, you do sadhanas, you help others, you try to connect with your soul. That is the real source. Yes, you start connecting with your soul. And after the white karma, what happens? The journey is still going on. After that, it comes down to no karma again. That is reduction. Reduction of the karma so that we can all be liberated from this karmic wheel. That is neither black nor white. Well, that's the last stage of spirituality where we finally feel that we have completed all our karmas, we don't have any debt, and we just want to be spiritual. We start connecting with our soul, we keep on reducing the karma till to the basic needs only, and then slowly and gradually we attain samadhi and we liberate. Okay, so after discussing this graph of karma, now we come to this pyramid of life. So, how are these two related? So, this graph shows us the karma, how from zero karma we reach the peak, and then from peak we again come back to our soul level. So, this pyramid, it starts from the lower strata. So, actually, this pyramid I have drawn from the story of Nachiketa and Yamraj. So there was this boy, Nachiketa. His father was a very pious man. So what happened? He had achieved everything in life. So at last he decided that now I should do something to go to heaven. And so he was doing a lot of religious rituals. So there the sages had advised him, now towards the end you need to sacrifice everything that you own to Nachiketa's father. So, yes, obviously he accepted that and he started distributing all his wealth. But at the same time, he was also a bit irritated by the thought, because yes, it's not so easy, right? Now, if people tell us to donate everything that we own, it's going to be a shock, nervous shock for us, right? So, still, he did give out his wealth. Especially in those days, cows were described as the wealth of, your house. So he, but what happened, since he also had that attachment with his wealth, that did not go easily, so he started distributing all the old and weak cows. He did not give the healthy cows, he kept them for him. So Nachiketa did observe this. So he obviously wanted good for his father. So he told his father that, don't do like this. You give all your wealth, like, don't be attached. So you try giving out the healthy cows as well. So, yeah, his father tried, but still he was very irritated during those times. So, what happened one day, Nachiketa asked him that, okay, so since I am also your possession, so because during those times maybe sons, like, yeah, they were also counted as possession. So Nachiketa just asked his father that, whom are you giving me to, like, where will I go? So then, out of frustration, his father was already angry because of what was happening. So he told him angrily that, I give you to death. So, normally, what happens if a father says this to a son? The son will obviously be very upset, right? But Nachiketa, he was already an enlightened being. So, he accepted that happily. Yes, he accepted that happily. And so, death means who? Yamraj, the king of death. So Nachiketa thought that wow, my father has given me to death. That is, I should visit the king of death. So he went to Yamraj. Yes, he went to Yamraj, and then when he went there, Lord Yamraj was not there. So he waited 3 days and 3 nights without food, water, anything. Like so, after Yamraj came, then he saw the boy. Then he said that, oh, you have waited for me 3 days and 3 nights without food and water. So, okay, I give you three boons. Like you can ask anything, anything. And then, so that's the first boon, the lower strata. So it says worldly things. Worldly things means what? Nachiketa did not ask for worldly things, but the first thing that he asked was, please bring peace to my father. Yes, bring peace to my father. Like he's very angry, frustrated now, but I want him to rest at peace, to sleep at peace, and so that he becomes like before, happy and cheerful. So obviously, uh, Yamrajji like accepted the boon and gave him. Okay, blessed him that his father will again be the same as before. And yes, Nachiketa had also asked that when he returns home, his father, so that his father accepts him as his son happily. And yes, Yamrajji blessed him with that boon. So, from this first boon, what do we learn? Actually, this also teaches us the path towards liberation. The first step towards liberation is settle your karma first. Settle your relations. Because, see, we have not renounced everything yet, right? Yes, we are normal, common, average human beings, householders. So, whenever first we decide that okay, now we know that actually we are part of the divine, we need to focus on that. These material things, material pursuits won't last long, they are temporary, they never give us bliss that we actually seek after. So now usually, yeah, there are some who are really like maybe they have been born on this earth to renounce directly, but I'm talking about the average population, the common people like us. So we first need to settle our relations, settle our karma. We cannot go into the like we cannot totally abandon everything and go into spirituality. Like we can, but the thing is that still it's better to settle your karma, because universe will also guide us if we have some karmic debt. So that's what Nachiketa did. Nachiketa ji, he just taught us that first he settled his relation with his father. His father was angry, and he angrily told him that I give you to death. Actually, so the thing is that Nachiketa wanted peace for his father. So that shows us that first we should settle our relationships. If we have some karmic relationships, if we are stuck in some bad karma, so we should first figure out, we should convert that bad into goodness. Yes, we should do good deeds. We should work on ourselves. We should elevate ourselves. As soon as we elevate ourselves, we rise high, our frequency rises, and then slowly and gradually, we move towards the real reality. Yes. So, so first settle your worldly relations, your worldly karmic debt. After that, then comes the second strata. That's the second boon. What was the second boon? The second boon was Nachiketa had asked, okay, so I have heard people talk about heaven. You know that heaven is a place where you don't age, there's no misery there. So, can you tell me, like, I have heard that there's some Agni Vidya. So, how to learn this Agni Vidya to go to heaven? So, then, yes, Yamrajji like happily delivered the Agni Vidya to Nachiketa ji. So, what do we learn from this? We don't need to learn the Agni Vidya right now. So, the thing is that it is called celestial realms. The second step is, we have often heard before our elders talk that do good deeds, you'll go to heaven, then do bad deeds, and you'll go to hell. So, there are realms, there are lokas, people say, where there's immense amount of pleasure. Once you go there, there's no misery, there's no old age, nothing. So you'll get lots of pleasures there. So that's the second strata where you can aim for going into heaven. So that is obviously above the earth realm. So we deviate our attention from materialistic pursuits to the heavenly realm, to the heavenly pleasures. There are ways, there are meditations where we, there are some siddhis also, people say, that can take you to different lokas. Once you get those powers, you can travel the whole like galaxy. That uh, lokas, realms that we cannot see with our bare eyes. Yes. So yeah, but normally sages don't recommend this strata. Usually, we should not aim for heaven, we should go beyond that. Yes, because that's our main source, is the third one. The third one is our destination. It is the divine truth. Yes, the divine truth. So that's the third boon. So after learning all the heaven, like Agni Vidya, how to go there, and he learned everything. So after that, what happened? He asked the third boon. So what do you want? Yamraji asked. So Nachiketa ji asked that what happens after afterlife? Like people say, like souls, they don't die, they stay. What happens to them? I want to know. I want to know about death. What happens after death? So first Yamraji, he was very reluctant because he said that, okay, this is not just one question. There's a lot of topics included in this, and it's a bit complicated for a young boy like you. So you can ask for anything else, like ask for chariots, horses, ask for a long life, ask for a lot of land, ask all the pleasures of the world. Like I can give them to you, but like don't ask this. First, he said like that. But then Nachiketa ji, he insisted that no, I want to know this. I don't want these things because these are really temporary. Like these things will come and go, and I am not interested because I know that till you wish, I will live till then. So that's enough. I just want to know what happens after that. Yes, so there comes the third step, the ultimate step for our journey, that is the spiritual path to know the divine truth, the absolute truth that is within us. Actually, it's not even to know, yes, because the divine that is already within us. Yes, like Advaita Vedanta philosophy says that the truth that they call as Brahman is already within us. Only the thing is ignorance has put a veil on it. So we just need to remove the ignorance. Yeah, this whole journey is about removing ignorance. As we keep on knowing things, ignorance gets removed and we get closer and closer to the reality. So Nachiketa ji, yes, after that Yamraj ji had to listen to him, and then he told him like everything, whatever happens after death, he gave him that knowledge. And Nachiketa ji, yes, he was happy, and then he went back home getting all the knowledge, the real knowledge. So this pyramid shows us our graph. So actually there are two ways I have drawn. Yes. So normally you can go from worldly aims to the heavenly aim, then to the divine aim. But there are a lot of people who jump from worldly aim to direct to the divine aim, because actually this heavenly aim is not so important, because it's written in the scriptures that heavenly pleasures don't last long. Like this is not the permanent solution. What happens, suppose you earn a lot of merits, you have a lot of good deeds. So what happens, suppose you get heavenly pleasure for, yeah, for a time. So what happens after that? Once your merit, it, yeah, the merits are exhausted, so then again you come back on earth. Again you have to live, because our aim is liberation. Our aim is not getting heavenly pleasures, yes, or some other lokas. Our aim is liberation. Only when we liberate, only when the soul gets out of this karmic cycle forever, only then that's absolute freedom. Yes, that's absolute freedom. So it's better that as soon as we realize that okay, these worldly things are temporary, like we need some basic things obviously to live a householder's life, but we don't need the unnecessary things. We don't need to be crazy after materialistic pursuits so much. We don't need to stress over everything that actually we stress over nowadays. Yes, so as soon as you realize that, we should move towards the divine. We should tread the divine path. That is obviously healing your soul. First, settle your karmic debt. After that, do good deeds, walk on the path. If you have some deity in your mind with whom you connect, you can pray to that deity. You can try to connect to get the grace of the deity, and it goes on and on. Actually, what's the problem? Now we come to the chakras part. Yes. So what happens? We have seven chakras. Chakras are actually energy junctions. So what happens, as we have heard, I think, we have got seven chakras located in our spine. The spine, I mean that, yes, the backbone we have starting from the base of the spine till our head, till the top of our head. We have seven points. So yeah, these are not present in the physical body, these are part of the subtle body. So yes, we have three bodies: physical, gross body, subtle body, causal body. So we'll not go into this later, we'll deal with this in some later video. So subtle body means it's like made of energy. It's like made, it's very subtle, you can't see it with your naked eyes. Yes, it is like a lining on top of our gross body. Yes, so these chakras are placed in the subtle body. So obviously if you like dissect a human being, we will not find any chakras there, physical chakras. So yeah, let's start from the base of the spine. The first chakra is the root chakra. It's like kind of at the base of the spine. And then the second was one is sacral chakra, swadhisthana, that we call, this is in our pelvic part, lower abdomen. And then we have the solar plexus. Solar plexus is located at in our upper abdomen. Yeah, and then we have the heart chakra. Heart chakra is in our chest region, at in the middle of the chest. And then we have the throat chakra, throat in our throat obviously. Third eye between the eyebrows, where we put bindi, there we have. And then the crown chakra, crown is here at the top of your head. So how is like how chakras came into the picture? Mainly, I want to say that normally we human beings are always stuck in these two lower chakras. Yes, these two chakras, the root and the sacral chakra, they are actually, yes, they constitute the darkness, the dark realm. Root chakra is related to our safety, security, finances. So, whenever there's imbalance in our root chakra, we can always see that we have financial blockages. Our finances are not that stable. We have a very unstable life. Yes, we are always thinking and worrying about our safety and security. So these are the signs of imbalance. And if the root chakra is fine, like it has no problem, then you don't worry so much. You feel secure, you feel safe, your finances are, quite stable, everything is good. So, and then the sacral chakra, the Swadhisthana, that's in our lower abdomen. So, this chakra mainly deals with relationships. So, signs of imbalance are if we don't have good relations, then this chakra is affected. This chakra mostly holds all the emotions. Yes, so if the emotional part of our life is not good, like it's afflicted, then this chakra, is not working properly. And if the chakra is fine, then we have good relationships, harmonious relationships. We have control over our emotions, over our sexual urges. Yes, everything is fine. So this these two chakras actually denote our material realm. Yes, all the primal instincts of hunger, sex, and all that, sleep. Yes, everything is governed by these two chakras. So normally we human beings don't even go above these two chakras because the upper chakras are more higher in vibration, higher in frequency. So first we need to work over these two chakras, make them balance, make them workable. Only then we can go up. And as we go up, how will we go up? Obviously by spiritual practices, by working on ourselves, by doing good deeds. Then we go up and up. Then we work on our solar plexus, then our heart, throat, third eye, and at last, when you reach the crown, thus it is said that our soul, it liberates, it gets out from the crown chakra, and that's how we end our journey of being born as a human being. So, in short, I just wanted to share this graph, the pyramid, and these chakras, and wanted to show you you guys the graph, like the trajectory, the journey, that how we all start with zero karma, and then we again have to go back whenever it's time for us. So obviously the earlier it's better, because nowadays we all know that it's Kal Yug, the things are getting worse and worse day by day. So now it's really time for introspection. This time is not meant for external activities, like obviously we all have to do our basic work, but the real work, it all starts with us. As a zygote, we were born from the womb of our mothers, right? So it all started with a single cell from a bindu, and that's us. It all starts with us and it ends with us, and that us inside is the divine source that Vedanta says Brahman. It's all there is and nothing else. So I hope you like this video. Do like the video, and I mean, give it a like, and do subscribe to my channel. So see you till the next one. Thank you so much.